Hey, I'm going to challenge you to not watch this video unless you have a bass in your hand. Here's the thing. You might be one of those people that still don't know we about to enter into 2026 and you still don't know the notes on your neck. I'm going to show you what I think is an easier way and a more efficient and a more practical way to learn the notes on your bass. So again, I'm going to challenge you to not watch this video unless you have a bass guitar in your hands. All right, let's get into it. First things first, no musical situation is ever going to have you just calling out and playing random notes on your bass neck. No, none, right? So I think a better way to learn is to go in, well, a good way to learn. You learn how you learn. Check this out. The bass guitar is tuned in fourths. What does that mean? You may have heard that before. This is why it's important for you to have your bass in your hand. This note on a 4-string bass is the note E. Now we're going to call that 1, right? The musical alphabet is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, starts over at A again. So if this is E, and we're going to call that 1 because that's the note we're starting with. E, F, G, what comes next? A. So there's the A string. If now A is 1. A, B, C, D. Now we're at D, right? D, E, F, G. Okay, cool. So we know that. We know what the open strings are. Now, if you look at the circle of fourths and fifths, going in fourths one direction and fifths the other direction, we're going to concentrate on going in fourths. Why? Because Western music, Western harmony usually moves in the direction of fourths. Here's an example. I'm not going to name the note just yet, but I went up a fourth. That's a fourth as well. Anytime I go in that direction, I'm going up in fourths. But instead of playing this note, I played the octave. And then to go a fourth away from that note, I went there. So check this out. Let's say C is 12 o'clock on a clock. The note C. There's the note C. What note is a fourth away from C? F. What note is a fourth away from F? B flat. What note is a fourth away from B flat? E flat. But instead of playing the E flat there, we play the E flat there. What note is a fourth away from E flat? A flat. What note is a fourth away from A flat? D flat. G flat. B. E. Now we can go E, A. There's a lot of different ways to address that, okay? But for now, just for now and only for this video, because there's so much, right? A lot of times we get in trouble because we be looking at YouTube videos trying to find some secret sauce, or then it never fails that somebody will complain about, you went too fast. Blah, 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 blah. Hey man, once upon a time there was no internet. You had to use your ears and be curious about the instrument. So what I'm going to challenge you to do is only do what I'm about to show you right now. The roots only. You can look at a circle of fourths chart, right? C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B, E, A, D, G. Now watch this. C. Now if you're following that pattern, then all of a sudden you're like, dang, now I know another place where I can play C. There's C, there's C. C, all of the keys. Now, let's say you have, let's just use a major scale, but this really could work for anything. F. And call them out. B flat. Let's stop at B flat real quick. What happens is then you start to realize, oh, well, this is B flat. That's B flat right there. It's B flat today, it's B flat tomorrow, it's B flat yesterday, it's gonna be B flat the day after that. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B, E, A, D, G, C. You can do this with licks, with walking bass lines, but what's happening is now you're seeing each one of those keys, right? Do you stop there? Absolutely not. We're talking about a starting point, not a finishing line. C, F. Now, okay, I'm gonna add one more layer. So let's say you start the cycle here. C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B, E, A, D, G, C. Western harmony is often going to move in fourths. So if you take something like, don't worry about what I'm playing on top. The roots are lost without you. Da, 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 da. How does it feel? Right? That's the movement. Okay? So use that as a starting point, not a finishing line. I hope that you had your bass in your hand while you were watching this video. Now your job is to sit there and hear that harmony and then reinforce what the sound of a fourth is, what the sound is, and what the shape is. You understand what I'm saying? You got to have both. But just randomly going up and down the neck, and being able to just call out notes at a certain speed or whatever, that does not music make. There are a lot of really talented and spectacular musicians who can't do that because that's not the thing that they're focusing on. If you find value in that, by all means, go ahead and do it. And while you're finding value in things, if you found value in this video, I want you to go on and gently massage that like button that's somewhere down there. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go on and subscribe. If you are interested in getting more, consider becoming a member. It ain't rocket science, it's pocket science. Peace.